let's get one thing straight. It wasn't working out between me and Lil. I was this close to starving its little furry body. You can't just keep biting me and not loving me. You have a furry body for a reason. I want to hold it and I want to love it. You don't let me do that, things are going to go down. So, this is where things change. My friend Amanda and I went to the mall one day just to hang out and find cute boys. That never happened. You just see my mall. But yeah, so we just wandered into the pet station, the pet shop of pets, past the dogs, past the cats, past the parakeets, into a gigantic cage of hamsters. And in that cage, there were baby hamsters. What's cuter than a hamster? Yeah, a baby hamster. Ye smell. Ye smell. It was the best. We saw a bundle of them, but we picked one out and we just decided to hold it. It was cute and it was spotted, beautiful and small, and it was so nice. You can tell it would never bite anyone. It wouldn't bite a baby, it wouldn't bite a dog, it wouldn't even bite me. If only I knew what I did. I felt ashamed after I met it. It had such innocence. I picked it up and I said, I love you. And it said, hamsters don't talk. But if this one could talk, it would tell me, I freaking love you too. Take me home with you. So I said, heck to the yeah. So at this point, I had a problem with the name Jack. And so I named it Jack. And my last name is Benson. Not sure if I should say that on YouTube. And my friend's last name was Minot. And so you put Minot and Benson together, you know what I get? You get Jack, my son. Yeah, we thought it was so clever. So we put our little middle school money together and we bought it to put in my cage. So when I got home that day, I put Jack in the cage. And it did pretty well with the other hamster. And this is before you can tell if Jack was really a boy or not, and I just named it Jack. So my mom got home. She said, what is this other hamster doing here? I thought Phil died. And I said, yeah, Phil died, but Jack was reborn. It's better, Mom. Can we throw the other one out? Because this one could make my life perfect. I don't need to get married now. I could just be with this hamster. But Mom wasn't having it. She said, Jack, as in a boy? You know, Lil is a girl. We can't be having hamster babies here. I said, Mom, I don't even know if it's a boy or not. I don't know if Lil is a freaking boy. I don't know what's going on. This whole gender thing, I told you this. I was so mad. And then the next day I got home from school. You know what I found? This freaking huge hamster. And Lil. No Jack. Just this huge old ginormous hamster named Phoebe. After the show Friends, of course. I named it Phoebe because it's supposed to be a girl. Because you can't be having hamster babies in my cage. Because that's just wrong. And you'll have to sell it at a gas station somewhere for $20. So now, instead of having the best hamster in the world, named Jack, my son, who was probably thrown out in the street, I'm not sure what happened, I now have Phoebe, this jumbo hamster, that has red eyes. What? what are people not seeing about this? If you get a hamster with red eyes, it's going to be mean and ugly and ferocious. So I had Phoebe and I had Lil still. I don't know how she made it through. I wish she would just get rid of Lil and kept little Jack. But no, I now have these two terrible hamsters. Phoebe was temperamental, and the next day I got home from school, and guess what happened? Another traumatic thing happened. Phoebe ate Lil. I wasn't too upset about that. There was blood, but I was like, okay, at least now I just have one bad hamster. Again. See, if Jack was still around, he would just be happy. And Mom could have just got rid of Lil. This could have all been avoided. And on top of that, I figured out something. See, when hamsters are boys and they're fat like that, like Phoebe's fatness, you can kind of tell that they're boys. And I found out soon enough, Phoebe was a boy. And that makes me so mad because we got rid of Jack because he was a boy. And we don't even know if he was a boy yet because he hasn't developed himself or herself. And so this whole thing could have been avoided. But no, I was stuck with this fat hamster who was a boy and hated the world and had red eyes. And it was just, it wouldn't play with me. It was the worst. And it ended up getting starved as well because I actually just forgot about it because it was in the corner of my room. And that was my last hamster. So maybe I'll get my kids hamsters one day. But for now, I don't think I can handle the responsibility. Hopefully they can when they're 5. Okay, well, there's that.